It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons field stretching tight ends.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the rookie 5th-round pick. This is Tyler Algier. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. On the give, it's Algier. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Falcons had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd, here's Algier. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And it works work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Algier again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, look at the juke. And some space. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Play fake. Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff to Algier. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Play fake. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Give him a yard on the play. He's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfired. The Falcons' defense stands tall. Ball back. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their 35-yard line.
Gives it to Algier to start things off.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Mariota.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They go again with Huntley.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Holding offense. Can't do that.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Mariota.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run it here with Huntley.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Now Huntley.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Huntley.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A run with Huntley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return. On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, Winston again. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jameis now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Lorenzo Carter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Winston now. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Mariota trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Nifty move.
111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5 now. Winston, and he's got the hook up to Landry. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. Flushed out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Algier, 41 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp. Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day. And here now come the Falcons. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To the air again with Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Winston now to throw on first down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
The 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.